to another edition of Trefoil TV. My name is Anita Braun and I'm a grown-up Girl Scout in Central Texas. This week I am social distancing in Harper, Texas. So a shout out to all my Girl Scouts in Gillespie County. Today I'm going to take you along on one of my journeys of uncompleted projects. These projects can be created by any aged Girl Scout, although a few require tools and so they may need adult assistance. Like you, I've been spending a lot of time in front of the screen, but I prefer to be outside. I like to mix nature and recycled items from my home to decorate and share. So earlier today I took a walk out of my yard and I cut some wildflowers, I picked up some twigs, and I grabbed a few items from my recycle bin. I cleaned them really good, and so today we're going to make vases and planters. So let's get started. First off, let me show you what I have. I have the wildflowers from my yard. I have sunflower seedlings that I planted from sunflower seeds maybe 3 weeks ago. And one of the cool things that I decided to say, let me see, here it is. Can you please pan in really close, Mr. Director? Right here is an actual sunflower seed that the plant grows out of. I just think that that's really cool. I want to show that to you. The other thing I have here is carrot tops. A couple of nights ago, actually a couple weeks ago, we had carrots for dinner. I snipped off the tops. I think the greens are pretty. And I stuck them in water, and if you can see, we have roots growing. So we're going to plant those. Did you get that?
I got that. They were yummy.
All right. A few recycled cans here. The plain ones we're going to use for our vases. The ones with the labels, we're going to make those into planters. Gives them a little more color. And then I have a coffee can here that I'm going to use for the carrot greens. I think they're really pretty. I don't know that I'm going to get a carrot out of it, but I'm definitely going to try. And let's see, then lastly what I have is my tools and my supplies. We have twine, we have rubber bands, we have twigs, we have soil, and my tools I want to show you. I have an awl for poking holes. It's AWL. It's super duper sharp, and I keep a cover on it so I don't hurt myself. I have a hammer, and I have my snippers. They're not as sharp as they should be, but these are the tools that you need to have an adult help you with. Okay, I do need to use my notes so I stay on track. Okay, so the other thing I was going to tell you is ask your parents, ask your adult for help using the tools. When I need help with power tools, I always go to my AV man who is filming today, but he's also teaches me how to use the power tools and hammers, so that even as an adult, I need assistance too with some different tools. Okay, so now it's time to do some work. What I've done here, so I've got some rubber bands, placed them on the can, and I started doing this earlier today just to practice with the twigs. I'm putting the twigs, they're all different sizes, and we're going to put them between the rubber band and the can. Actually, this one I want to do this way. And it doesn't take very long, it doesn't take very many twigs, and they get all messed up, and you have to straighten them out and straighten the rubber band out. I try to keep the bottom ones the same length because we're going to snip at the top. Can you see what I'm doing here? Let's find another twig, and just pushing it down. I'm going to go all the way around. It's going to look, and you see how they're all different sizes too? It's going to give it a different look. I'm going to do one more for you. And then, see how cool that looks? Okay, and then I'm going to come over here and show you the one that I actually made ahead of time. I took it and I put twine around it, and now I'm going to snip off the rubber band. I'll slide it off so I can reuse this rubber band. And now I'm going to fill it with fresh water. And I'm going to make a vase. This is something I wanted to show you. I just cut these from a plant in my front yard. They are some type of sage. But here is what they look like before they bloom. Here's an up close look of what they look like when they are blooming. And sometimes there's 2 or 3 to a stem. And then when they dry out, this is what they look like. And these also would make a really pretty arrangement. See, I picked one of the Indian paintbrushes. I don't like to pick too many of those because I want them to go to seed, which means once they go to seed, then they make more flowers. Here is one. This is a thistle. It hasn't bloomed yet. I love them like this, but these are very mean. See all the stickers on them? You really need to be careful, and you really don't want to step on one of those. And these are purple sage, and they smell so good. And then I've made my little flower arrangements with a couple of different flowers from my yard. And actually this evening I'm going to drop them off at a friend's house. So there's that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to plant the sunflower seedlings. So what I've done is I started this earlier. I put holes in the bottom of the can using the awl. I stuck it in here. I hit it with the hammer, and it made some holes. I just don't want to take up all your time, and I'm trying to put it back in so I don't hurt myself. So the holes are going to help for drainage. You can see them. And I'm also putting some little pebbles that I found inside the can. And now for the fun part. You get to play in the dirt. So I've got dirt that I already put here. This is actually just potting soil I bought at Home Depot a while back. I'm going to put some dirt into my can. You hear the rocks in the bottom. A little bit more because my seedlings are really little. They probably need another week or so before I actually plant them. I'm going to put a lot of dirt in here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my finger in here and kind of make an indentation so where I'm going to put the seedling. Oh, let's see, let me move over here so you can see. I'm taking the seedling out gently. That one I don't think is a good place. It's not in the middle, but I'm going to take it out. We want to be very careful with the seedlings. And you see there's the roots right there. Kind of loosened it up. Let me put that there for now. Stick it down in here. Cover it back up with the dirt that it's used to. Put a little more dirt. And normally I would water them right now too, but because this was sitting outside in the rain a few minutes ago, why we had to move inside to shoot this, I'm not going to water them right now. There was a sharp piece on the can. So voila, now I have a sunflower. I'm going to put it in my windowsill and watch it grow. Okay, next is going to be my carrot tops. These are the ones that I'm really excited about. Again, I put holes in the can before. These are all recycled items. The pebbles are to help it drain. I'm going to get my hands dirty this time. So I like playing in the dirt. When I have manicured nails, I wear gloves. When you do play with the dirt, just using your hands, you do need to remember, wash your hands 20 seconds because there are germs in the dirt also. But it's just so fun. Okay, a little bit more dirt. Okay, and now I'm going to take a carrot top that's got a lot of, I'll twist it up. Do you see how pretty the carrot top leaves are? and how green. They're just so pretty. I'm going to take that one off because it's not doing so good. Oh, here you get a really good view of the roots. Sticking them down in here. Covering them up, covering them up. Covering them up with more dirt. This time I am going to put a little water in because these didn't get caught in the rain. And voila! I'm not sure if I'm going to have baby carrots, but I sure am going to have a beautiful plant growing in my windowsill. Alright, Girl Scouts, thank you very much. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something new. And don't forget to tune in to Trefoil TV every weekday at 3:12 p.m. Signing out, Anita Braun.